Good morning. Today we continue to look at the fifth core value of St. Philip's, which is build community. But let us remind ourselves as to what a core value is. Here is a good analogy. Those of us who have grown up or have been educated in the 21st century have a good understanding of what DNA is. One of the areas that we hear about DNA the most is in detective or investigative stories on TV, where the detectives and the medical examiners use DNA to identify the victim, or more often, the perpetrator of a crime. They can identify one person from all the 8 billion people on Earth because each of that 8 billion persons' DNA is different. So, what is DNA? DNA, which is made up of sections which constitute your genes, lives within each of the approximately 36 trillion cells in your body. So it is everywhere inside you, and it plays a very important role. It determines what you look like, how your body works, your gender, and even your personality. To put it simply, it stores and shares genetic information, who and what you as a human being are. Core values for an organization like St. Philip's is like DNA in your body. We cannot see our DNA or genes, but we can see their outcome by looking in the mirror. Similarly, core values are represented and made visible in our behavior, not in the few words that define our core values. We don't necessarily think about them all that often, but we try our best to live them out every day because they have become embedded in our thoughts and behavior. While we may not often reflect on our core values, they have a big impact on our lives. I've recently returned from a holiday in the Northern Territory outback. There I absolutely marveled at the massive road trains on the outback roads. They are massive trucks, up to 53 meters long. This is a photo of a road train I photographed near Catherine. This road train has 4 trailers and 82 wheels. But of the 82 wheels, only 2 can steer the truck. The other 80 simply follow where the 2 front wheels go. And those 2 front wheels are the only single wheels, whereas all the others are double wheels, because they are the wheels that carry the load or do the work. So we can compare the 2 front wheels of the road train to our DNA or to our core values. Those 2 front wheels may not carry much of the load, but they determine where the other 80 wheels will go. The core values are but a few words, but they have a big impact on how we live. Today we continue to look at the core value of build community. To build community means to create an environment in our school where everyone feels at home and feels like they belong here. And I want to look at it through the perspective of John 13 verses 34 and 35, where Jesus says, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." In these 3 sentences, Jesus repeats the new command, love one another, 3 times. Of all the behaviors that help us to build community, to make everyone feel at home here, genuine love for each other is the most powerful element that I can think of. And Jesus was a wonderful example of this love. Keep in mind that the love that is referred to in this verse is not what we call romantic love, like love for your boyfriend or girlfriend, nor is it just friendship. It is what is known in Greek as agape, a form of love which shows itself in caring for others, including caring for the feelings of others, treating others with kindness, being happy for their successes, being willing to help another person without expecting anything in return, standing up for others even when nobody else is willing to support them. This agape love is shown in your actions and in your words what you do, and what you say. If we could live in a world where everybody honestly lives out this agape love, then the world would be a wonderful place. This love will bring people closer together and create a community of love and care. Nobody will feel pushed out, ignored, or bullied. This love will create goodwill through the kindness and generosity that individuals extend to each other. It embodies acts of compassion, charity, and positive intentions towards others, creating trust between people and strong relationships in communities. This love will also create positive relationships between people in groups. There will not be cliques of people who exclude certain others, causing pain and distress. We will all care for each other's well-being and happiness. This love will bring about spiritual growth, because as you live out this love, you will be mirroring the love of Christ. And as you do this, you will be reflecting how Jesus lived his life, and it will bring you closer to him. You will be putting the interest of others ahead of your own interest. Just like Jesus put our interests ahead of his own when he was willing to die on the cross for our sins. By living out these principles of godly love, you will influence others to become more like you. They will see the positive impact that this godly love has on your relationships with others, and you will influence and encourage them to live their life in a similar way. And so, your positive influence can have a positive and lasting influence in the community all around you. The following behaviors will disappear: lying to the people around you, cheating others, bullying and hurting people around you, gossiping about other people, selfishness, and the like. Once good behavior replaces bad behavior, the world will become a better place for everyone. People will live together in much greater harmony. There will be less conflict and disputes. A great community will grow out of these positive behaviors. So, my challenge to you today is to think about how you can live out this positive, caring, supporting love in your classroom, in your family, in your friendship group, everywhere that you come into contact with people. And I can guarantee that by living by this core value of building community, you will make the world a better place. God bless.